Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, thank you so much for being here and thank you for sticking with me. Thanks for being there for all of you on your well wishes while I was on my holiday. I really appreciate it. I needed it so much and it's amazing to be back. So, with that said, I would like to bless all of my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you, or should I say us, on our paths to our highest vibrational good. Because as many of you know, I am a Leo ascendant. And also, I just wanted to say, I'm back. I'm open for readings. If you want to grab a personal reading, you can do so on the website address below. So this week, our word, as I was meditating and going into what Leo needed to know this week, what I could see was a horse running towards the sunset. And, it was running over a plain towards the sunset. And it was almost like he was racing the sun, like he had somewhere to be before the sun set. And that got me thinking, and I was like, what I kept hearing was go the distance, go the distance. In order to go the distance, what is one of the things that horses are really well known for? Stamina. Whatever it means to you to build up your stamina, whether that means your health, whether it means your physical body, whether it means your mental, emotional, psycho-spiritual, all of the rest of it. This week you need to work on building your stamina, or more importantly, maybe you need to test it to see where it is actually at, right? And that was the word that I got this week. It's almost like you're heading towards a finish line of some sort, Leo. You're making your way towards a finish line, right? You're racing the sun as it's setting, which means there is an end goal in mind. You need to make sure that you have the stamina to finish the race. You need to make sure that you have what it is that you need within you to go the distance, right? That was the message that came through. So for whoever needs it, I truly hope it helps and resonates. So our destiny card for the week ahead, we've got the Judgment card, right? This is interesting because the Judgment card in effect is a completion, right? Sun setting and all of that. But the Judgment card, it's about something from the past coming up to be resolved so that it can be laid to rest, right? So there, whatever goal it is that you're working towards, whatever thing you can see in the distance there that you're running towards at this moment in time, it requires you to be more focused. It's going to require you. And the thing is with the Judgment card, it's always a blast from the past. It's something that comes up to be resolved so that it can be laid to rest. It gives you that sort of completion, culmination energy, right? It basically prepares you for the World card, which is the next and the final one in the major arcana. And the World card is where you complete and you ascend to the next level. In order for that to happen, you have to finish where you're at. Which is really interesting. Let's see what this might pertain to. I'm really, really intrigued now because I'm just thinking to myself, what is it that I'm working on at the moment that I'm trying to, to wrap up? Like, oh, okay. Then we've got the Hermit card, right? So this is about something, it's definitely something personal. It may be, for some of you, this could be about therapy. This could be about something that has held you back or held you down in some way. This could be the week where you say to yourself, right, you know what, I'm ready to explore this now because I'm ready to transcend it, right? And so in this respect, your stamina is talking about your psycho-spiritual stamina, right? It's talking about your mind. It's talking about your emotional body, right? If you've read Eckhart Tolle, there's a book by Eckhart Tolle called A New Earth. He talks about the pain body in that. What tends to happen is we have an experience that reminds us of something that was really painful and the pain body gets activated, and we then start activating and working from the parameters of that old patterning. This could be a week where you really make some headway, Leo, where even if it's, it doesn't even have to be going to therapy, you could just make some time to be mindful this week of saying to yourself, right, you know what, I really need to dig deep and get to the root of this stuff. I really need to examine examine it so that I can effectively get rid of it, right? To clear the decks is what the Judgment card is for. And interestingly enough, the Judgment card represents Pluto, right? Pluto is about transformation. Pluto is now direct as well, which is interesting. And it's you know, here's a really interesting one, right? Pluto is now direct. The Hermit card represents the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the 6th house, right? And we have Pluto and Capricorn currently as Leos in our 6th house. So look at that, Pluto in the 6th, right? I mean, that just as a play on tarot and astrology, that is fucking awesome. Excuse my language. Yeah, and you know what it really is saying to me is, if you want to find out how to go the distance, you're going to have to start really fixing or forgetting some of this baggage. You're going to have to really start releasing some of the stuff that you can't take with you. If you want to go to the new heights, if you want to lay something to rest, you've got to let it go, right? You don't you can't carry it around. This is about emptying out your suitcase or putting the suitcase down altogether, right? You know, really, really interesting stuff. The direction card is how you best achieve your destiny, right? So you're having a blast from the past, you're looking at some of the deeper things, possibly from a therapeutic point of view. Your direction card as the Hermit is basically saying you need to find time to withdraw, you need to find time to go within. For some of you, this may look like a specific journey. For some of you, it could even be a pilgrimage of sorts, right? There's something here where you're going within so that you can get to the root of something in order to make yourself lighter. When you make yourself lighter, I mean, that's the whole point of stamina, right? If you see an athlete, they train and train and train and train. They drop, unless you're, you know, like a boxer and you're going heavyweight or something, in, you know, where you need to gain weight. The rule of thumb tends to be that you get lighter, that you get more lithe, more streamlined, that you that you strip away all of the stuff that's superfluous, so that, you know, what's left is just like the peak of who you are. This is whether it's your physical self, whether it's your your mental self, your emotional self, your spiritual self. All of this stuff looks like it's going through an overhaul this week, Leo, and it could be that you end up getting, providing you do the work and make yourself still or quiet enough to hear it, you could get a really big, deep insight into how to release something huge this week. And the shift could be really fucking profound. Really, really profound indeed. Your insight card for the week ahead, the 9 of Chalices, the 9 of Cups, yeah, complete wish fulfillment, that ability. Interestingly enough as well, look at this, you've got 2 9s because the Hermit card is number 9, right? 9 is all about completion, right? The horse racing the sun, it was literally, the horse was like galloping, and I could hear go the distance. It was like galloping to beat the sunset. Right, so whatever it is that culminates this week, you know, providing you do the work and you go within, you could come out of this week, you could come out of this week absolutely golden, having a wish of some sort fulfilled. You could find some sort of you could find a place of true emotional contentment and realize how much stamina you truly have to do what needs to be done, right? Leo is a fixed sign. It has the energy, the constancy to get something done, right? Go the distance this week. You can do it. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.